Hey everybody, wherever, whenever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're back in Victoria 3 to continue the Butua Half-Campaign. Last time... Hold on, sorry, wait. Last time, we were working on lowering the Liberty Desire of Benin so we can finally get them annexed. And aside from that, we also dealt with some of the nations that were embargoing us. So, and we got treaty ports on them, so they can't embargo us anymore. We have like one nation left to go, and that's Sunda. For Sunda, we're not gonna get a treaty port, we're just gonna eat them. But we have to lower Kedah and Australia's status to puppets, because they do have claims on Sunda, so we want to try and take advantage of those claims as well. Same thing with Brunei, I think they have claims here, maybe. I'll have to check. But yeah, we're gonna give those claims over to our subjects once we turn them into puppets. But that's gonna have to wait until we finally integrate Benin. And looking at Benin, their Liberty Desire right now is at 27 and it's ticking down by 0.13. So pretty soon, once they get to 25, I'm immediately hitting this button and we're gonna annex them. It does say it costs me like 200 infamy, but we do get a discount to that once they're below 25 Liberty Desire. So we're gonna see how much infamy that's gonna cost us. It might still be a lot. So it might be like paralyzed for a while. But we're gonna have to like wait until it's probably like 0. We'll see. But it is currently April 5, 1929. We have like a few years left of the game, and as always, the game ends in like January 1, 1936. So we have about 6 years to finish this game, which you could probably do in one session. So like I said, we're just gonna clean up some of the other stuff here. We're gonna try and annex Benin, and we'll see if we can possibly annex Ethiopia as well as Morocco. And we're gonna take this province from Portugal. I forgot to take that last time. We're also gonna try and get Egypt in, just so we have the entirety of Africa under control. Then from there, we're just gonna clean up some of the other stuff like this. We have to find an opportunity to like clean this up. We do have a truce with Britain since we just took the home counties as a treaty port. I am now dealing with a revolution or a secession movement over in the treaty port. But yeah, we do still have a truce with Britain since that was very recent, I believe. Yeah, it was very recent. So before we unpause, actually, let me just let's go to full screen. And before we unpause, let's just do some basic management. Ooh. So we still can't pass any laws, but that's just because of our the state of our government right now is kind of lopsided. We're gonna have to wait until the next election before we can try and pass anything else. Our institutions, since we only have like a few years left, I think it's time we can go back up on maximum social security, so we'll bring that up to level 5 again. It's gonna take us 98 weeks. It shouldn't take too long. I don't know the math on that. I'm too lazy to like I'm not gonna pull up a calculator for that. Yeah, government wages on max and military wages on max. This was mostly just so we got the approval. It's not that much approval, but I mean, we can afford it. If I can't afford it anymore, we'll just bring it down, but we'll keep it up for now. And otherwise we're doing fine on our economy. For our buildings, I do want to do some changes here. I do remember we did take Fars here. I don't know why it gave it to me, because I'm pretty sure I was supposed to give this to Iran, but I guess they don't have like a proper claim on it. They didn't have like a proper claim on it, so I had to like take it myself, I guess is the issue. So we're just gonna give that to Iran. We don't, or well, I can't give it right now because we still have the revolution. After we deal with the revolution and probably the national movement in Burma, then we can give it. probably go here first. So reset production methods, set those, and then incorporate. Say we're gonna incorporate these Sahara and Quran. I forgot to do these after the war with Arabia. So we did take a treaty port over in Yemen. And speaking of Yemen, so we have a treaty port over here. We're gonna crank up. There's not much we can build here on the treaty port, but that's fine. We have the port, of course, required for the treaty port itself. I'm gonna slap down a power plant and the railway. Put those on auto expand. And then we're gonna slap down a bunch of trade centers as well. We're gonna go all the way to 50 here. Oops, that's way too many. Oops. 50 is good. And then that way it functions as an actual treaty port. And then back over to the building list. Where do I have the auto expand on the furniture manufacturers? Over in Uganda and over in Laikwa, probably because of the peasants over there. That's fine. Just double checking our production methods here. There are some things that need to change. Okay, so the rice farms, these should be on off-powered plows actually, so they can accommodate more workers. I don't think we'll ever reach like a point where I actually use the labor-saving production methods, because we still have so much available labor, right? Our peasants are continuously growing because of all the migration we're getting now. We still have like we basically have 6.8. We have about like 6.8 million still that are unemployed. So I don't want to enable those labor-saving PMs just yet, apart from the ones that use the transportation and electricity. Those are fine. Vineyards. Put these on auto expand, all of them. Coffee plantations are fine. Cotton by opium. Okay, so the opium plantations, these are in Fars, and they're owned by companies, foreign companies. We're gonna give those to Iran anyway, but while they're under our control, we'll put these on privatize. Tea, tobacco is already on auto expand, so that's fine. Urban center, it's fine. We already changed that to power plants. Put these on auto expand, and then is there anything else we have to change? Railway, I can't crank up the railway because we're missing some over there. That's fine. And then we're gonna have to change. Oh, well, actually, hold on. We do have one independent member. So we got Mexico into our power block. We're gonna subjugate them right now. It's gonna cost us not that much cohesion actually, just 37. So that's fine. They're now our subject. It's gonna go back up to 95, no problems. And they're ticking down by 0.16, so that's fine. So by the time I should be able to annex Benin, their liberty desire shouldn't be that high. It shouldn't break into 70. And then for companies, I mean the countries are fine already, we don't have to change anything here. Yeah. I was like checking some of the stats on these and our oil company went ham in Baku. So Baku is like mostly known for having a lot of oil, and our company did not chill at all. There's 73 levels of oil rigs here, almost all of it is owned by my company. Which is pretty funny. This is apparently a split state, so that means there's some oil here, probably? Yeah, there's... Okay, we're gonna have to get this from QQ somehow. But I don't know if we can get them into the block. We are competing with the British for this. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get enough advantage, I think, unless we might have to alter this treaty to really really push the leverage. But this give me, this is 10, acceptance is 25. Yeah, I'm way too powerful. I'm too powerful, so they prefer guarantee of independence instead. That's fine. Upgrade that trade and we'll see if we can get QQ into our block, and then that way we can subjugate them, and when we subjugate them we can also take advantage of their side of Baku. From there, this population, let's just double check our remaining peasants, where most of them are. There's still a lot over in Mandalay, but because we're keeping it as a colonial state, as an unincorporated state, it's a bit difficult to employ those peasants. Yeah, there's like so many job seekers and peasants here altogether. Do I incorporate this? It feels so weird to incorporate this, but I think I might have to at this point, just because I can't properly run it as just a colony. We already have these on auto expand as well, so they should expand these, but even after all of these are built, this is probably not gonna like solve the unemployment in this area. There are way too many people that need to be employed here. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, because like incorporating it is not gonna do much good for us. Hey Steel. I'm doing fine. Hope you're doing fine too. Lekwa DB, I think I already set up an auto expand here. Yeah, we have a furniture manufacturer base here, auto expanding. Already. Also, the vineyard is already auto expanding, but it's not really getting that much employment. Somehow there are 99 levels of power plant here. And electricity is still expensive even after all that. Jesus Christ. It's rough out there. Hopefully you have a very relaxed weekend. What else could I set up here? Because we already have like... There's so many job seekers over here. What's the price of steel in this place? It's already... Yeah, I guess I could keep some steel mills up on auto expand, but the thing is, this is like not employing. Yeah, not employing. We'll have to see. Run is being incorporated still. Well, I guess we should probably let the game run first for some of these, and we'll see what other job needs we need to answer. but for now I think we're good to unpause. Oh right, this one. Yeah, this state, we're gonna have to take this state from Scandinavia somehow. Anyway, let's do some of our army here. Fill out some garrisons. Alright, we can put a garrison over in Panama. Right. This is so unnecessary, but sure, we'll create a army here. Panama garrison. And then Congo. Where's the Congo conscripts? An East Siberian garrison. Ethiopian garrison. La Plata. Right, you're not putting any troops over there. 9 northern conscripts. Where's the northern conscripts? Then Senegal. South Africa. West Siberia. Crank out all of the mobilization options here. And I think we are good to unpause. That's fine, right? We had a treaty with them. We're probably gonna keep that treaty still. And okay, there's a treaty with QQ. Hopefully that gets them enough leverage. No! Mexico! No! Why did you give up my gold mines? Oh, they're ticking up. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I don't want to offer knowledge sharing. I don't have any option that can make them... Are you serious? Guess we'll just fund lobbies, I guess. But, wow, most of it is coming from anti-overlord political lobby interest. Oh my god. $86% clout on that? Oh my god. Fuck. How am I gonna keep them loyal? Someone's gonna improve their liberty desire. Probably. But that's gonna be a problem. Military access. Gold. Given military systems, that's 29. There's a 97% chance. Hopefully they accept. Nice. Okay. And then what is this? Oh, fascist revolt. Oh, Delhi has fascist revolts now. They have fascism before I do. Okay, interesting. Interesting development there. Wait, hold on. The opium trade. Is it actually? Hold on. It has a low price on the world market. What do you mean? Demand for opium is getting... okay. Interesting. Opium trade in 1929. I don't know if that's... I feel like that should have been present like a long time ago. Okay, put up our oil-fired plants. That should drive up the demand for oil. And then for research, right, I think my plan for research was like trying to rush down to mobile armor. So we're gonna wait until we get tanks before we decide what our next research is gonna be. In the meantime, we're navally invading the treaty port that we just got from Britain, since they're rebelling against us. Arabia should no longer be able to embargo me. Okay. Here's the secession movement then. 0.08. Is there anything I can do to... Here's on 17. 0.05. They're taking over 0.08, so it's like... Yeah, I can't really do anything about their liberties are just gonna pick up, I think. Okay, maybe it was a mistake to... Maybe it was a mistake to subjugate Mexico. Because we just have like a new problem. But at least on their side, it's like we're not trying to annex them anyway. Let's get the fleet back over here. And then let's get the army back over to the... Okay, they're already retreating to the correct HQ. We already have the trade centers here. Cool. For this one, we're just gonna wait for the trade centers before those... before it counts as like a proper treaty port, I think. So, we have like one more nation that is embargoing us, and that is Sunda. And like I said, we're gonna have to lower Kedah and Australia down to puppets because they have claims on the Sundanese lands. So we'll get them down to puppets, and then that's when we'll attack Sunda to take some land and also make them a subject as well. Ooh, we're getting even more mass migrations. Let's go. And I think I already brought up the I've already brought up the institutions, yes? Yeah. So that's going up. So we'll see if my economy can handle like level 5 some German migration. We'll see if my economy can handle like level 5 welfare payments after all of these pops like continue migrating. We're getting so much population growth now. Look at that, VAR. We're number 3. Oh, Delhi dropped down because of the revolt. But we're very close. Oh my god, we are 3 million away from America. Holy shit. We're very close, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. Hungarians are coming in too. Let's go. How's my private sector doing? So they're building a lot of stuff. they're building even more tooling workshops, which is kind of silly. Actually, now that we have only... Nice. Now that we only have like one nation that is embargoing us right now, if you look at the market, look at the world market, you'll see that our exports have shot up by a lot. We are more than 50% of the world market's exports. Okay, nice. The English are also migrating to me now. And we actually, our imports actually got higher now that we have access to other bigger markets apart from ourselves. If we look at what we are importing and exporting, so we are exporting 99.3 thousand, importing 24.7 thousand goods. Most of our imports are tea, clothes, grain, luxury clothes, glass, silk, furniture, groceries, porcelain, and manowars. For some reason, I guess some of our subjects are probably still using manowars, that's why. Thanks for the follow, Seabold. Hello. Welcome to the stream. For exports, yeah, we went ham on tools. We are exporting 24.3 thousand tools. Oh right, I forgot. Since the session over in England is over, I think we should be able to give this to Iran now. Let's give back their... where's that? We're gonna grant them... where's the state? Spanish are moving into our country? Cool. Where is Fars? There we go. Zimbabwean Fars. We're gonna give that over to Iran, because they have most of the state anyway. And then, do we have any states with low access? 27 in Al Hudaydah. Where the oh. This is Yemen. So it's proper treaty port now, but market access is whack because I just slapped down 50 trade centers in one go. Hopefully my auto expand on the railway fixes that once it's done. Until then, it's kind of just fucked. That's fine. And our truce with Benin is over, I think. Or not yet. Okay, it's over in a few days. So we'll see. It cost me... Okay, there's other times. It costs me 56.2 infamy to annex Benin. Fuck. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait until our our infamy is actually down to 0. Will they actually accept this? There's an 8% chance that they just take this. And we don't have to fight this. Egypt's gonna help Benin? Are you serious? I'm gonna have to wait until my infamy is like down to 0. So until then, we're just gonna chill. And like let our queue expand some more. I could probably afford a few more construction sectors actually, just to get the construction going faster. Why is it cheaper to build in these treaty ports for construction sectors? That makes no sense. Let's put a few more in Zanzibar. And when the week takes over, we're gonna add another one. I'm just gonna slowly trickle in these construction sectors until maybe 4,300 construction or something. We'll see. Okay, the Tatars are also moving in. The Khmer are moving in. We're getting so much. Let's go. Look at that population. Oh, we've yes! We have overtaken America. We're at 172 million now. Let's go. Okay. That's very nice. I'm gonna need more bureaucracy to handle all of these. So the Burmese are trying to rise up again. What's the mass on this? They're drifting down to militant anyway. So it should be fine. Let's go for the 10% manufacturing industries throughput. I don't want to lower my migration attraction. That's pretty bad. I'm still kind of waiting on when I can remove this. June 1930. Okay, so in June, I'm going to try and get rid of the nativist labor regulations. I don't know if I can get rid of any of the other amendments, though. But this one's definitely something we need to remove. The others are just like political concessions, which is fine. I'm playing on like the previous version of the game where there's no authority cost for them yet. But yeah, after this half campaign, I can finally update the game to the new version, so I can actually try out the new naval mechanics. Let's put up a few more governments. Administration. Honestly, I should probably put these on auto expand. I already have them across the entire country anyway. I'm gonna put them on all my incorporated states. Like, I'm gonna put one level in all my incorporated states, and then we can put it on auto expand so that the game just expands them when I need it. Okay, there's home affairs at the max level. I should have some in unincorporated states. I don't know if I should remove those. I feel like there's no point in, because these don't, we don't tax unincorporated states, so I feel like there's like no reason for this to have like, it's still collecting tax somehow, even though it's an unincorporated state. It's a bit weird. And we're getting national movement in the Maghrebs. It's currently drifting to 82. That's not drifting to 100. This is... Why did it go back to 92? What the fuck? That's weird. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, actually, for the unincorporated states, we're gonna remove all of the government admin over there. Just make sure these are all on incorporated states. So let's knock this down. Mandalay. Why can I not remove the one in Mandalay? That is... Huh? What? Why can I not remove these, bro? Or is it... Can I not remove? I guess I can't remove them if there's a secession move. Is that why? That might be why. So we might have to wait for this to like go over. One in Portsmouth we can remove as well. We don't need that. Yeah, I think that's it. And then if we go to the auto expand conditions for the government admin, workforce occupancy is greater or equal to 80%. At least one of these. Amount of taxation size less than. Okay. And the volume bureaucracy is less than -10. Okay. So as long as we have some bureaucracy, it's not going to auto-expand just like insanely. So let's just put this on auto-expand now. And then let's also... My railway is not on auto-expand for some reason. Where are the power plants that on auto-expand? It should be on auto-expand already. Coal mines should be on auto-expand. Vineyards are already on auto-expand. Then we have some production methods that we can reset. Actually, we're already incorporating everything here. Okay, cool. So as much as I want to lower some liberties are and like lower Kedah in Australia to puppets right now, there's still some dangerous situations here, like with Mexico. I don't know if they're gonna get anyone to increase their liberty desire. Ava, Delhi, France, Ontario. Okay, Ava might support their independence. Honestly, might be a problem. I so want to annex Benin right now, but I still can't. I need my infamy to like tick down faster. What is this? Siamese anarchist revolt. If they're willing to be my subject, I could probably take Siam here. They have a few claims in the area. They can maybe give they don't have a claim here, somehow. They have a claim here. Interesting. Will they be willing to be my subjects? No. They don't want to be my subjects. Well, too bad. I'm not gonna help them then. Can probably sneak in a few more construction sectors. Okay. Ever elections soon? Why is my... Oh my god. These guys moved to the Social Democrat Party and my legitimacy tanked to nothing, bro. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait until the election. I don't want to reform like right now, because that's gonna give me hella radicals. So we'll wait till the election so we get a free reform and just sit on illegitimate government for a while. It's gonna suck, but I can't really do anything about that. Also, if I should be able to remove this then, no? Alright, we need 50 legitimacy, but I can technically remove it now. If I had 50 legitimacy. Chances are we can get these guys to like stay in power, so it should be fine. Employing immigrants. 20 momentum subtracted from the Free Trade Party. Oh, because the intelligentsia is a market liberal. We're probably not gonna go laissez-faire. I don't want to lose the monopolies in my companies. We also don't want child labor allowed. We're already on free trade. We already have commercialized agriculture, so yeah, we don't really want anything from the market liberal at this point. Hey, the Iron Central. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, we don't really want anything from the intelligentsia anymore, so we're not gonna give them the momentum there. We'll get the interest group approval for the trade unions though. Get them to happy. And I think our level 4 welfare payments are killing our income again. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I have to like bring that back down. Hopefully we don't have to. Yeah, I think let's check our population now and see. So we now have... Oh nice, okay. So like 900k over in Mandalay dropped down. So we're now at like 643 for most peasants over in Lekwa. I already have furniture manufacturers on auto expand here. Technically I should be auto expanding steel mills here, because like this has a lot of coal and iron. The thing is, for some reason it's like not employing that well. They're struggling out here. Aren't willing to work for a wage of 18.55 but accept a wage of 22.7. Holy shit. The wages are so high now. Oh my god. I need jobs that require like, or that jobs that offer higher wages. Holy crap. I guess I could, yeah, we could just leave the, we should just leave the private sector to do the urban buildings, I think. What is this? Momentum for Social Democrats. % paper mill throughput, or 20% momentum. We do want to keep the social, or we do want to keep the trade unions in power, because that's the only way for me to remove the native labor regulations. I don't know if there's any other laws we want to remove here, or want to change here, though. I think we'll just go for the through. Actually, hold on. Let me check the election polls. The Social Democrats do have negative momentum, but they have majority of the votes anyway. I don't think the Conservative Party... Yeah, so the Conservative Party has momentum, but they're losing votes. So like, even if we don't touch this, the Social Democrats should win still. I think we'll just go for the throughput here. I think Burma... Yeah, the Burmese national movement might rise up again. Yeah, their standard of living is just so low, but like I can't really get their acceptance higher. I think I might actually have to incorporate this state. Fuck. The thing though is like, we don't really have much time left in the game. This is not gonna incorporate in time. Like even if I incorporate this, since the penalties tick down, like there'd be no point. What is this? Other over here. Japan's just gonna like annex the rest of Korea, I think. Okay. Faith Party. Moralists. Authoritarian. Don't really want the Faith Party. We'll go for the 10% instead of the 20. Can't really go in on a war right now because we're still waiting on her infamy to take down so I can annex Benin. In the meantime, we are sucking the pops out of Europe. We have like so much mass migration attraction. Okay, there is our concrete fortifications. Now we're researching mobile armor. We're about to get tanks. In 21 months we're gonna get tanks. It's a bit late though, to say. 10% momentum in the Conservative Party. Less popularity on the devout guy. Is there anything I want from the Conservative Party even? There's not really anything I want from them. Outlaw Dissent, I guess. Yeah, it's only Outlaw Dissent. Yeah, look at it. We're getting so much mass migration. That's a lot of mass migrations. Let's see. 10% mortality of laborers employed in construction. -10% state construction efficiency, 2% mortality. Yeah, we'll tighten safety standards. There goes the Burmese movement again. We already have Burma as... I'm just gonna enforce access, I think. I'm not gonna... Actually, should I just lower? I'm still ticking up here from Mexico, which sucks. I don't have any other option to make them go down. I really don't want to give them knowledge sharing. The cloud of their political lobbies that are against me is just so high. Holy shit, dude. Why is it so high? Okay. You know what? Fine, we'll give them that. That should tick down. Did not tick down. I should not have done that. Did not tick down that much. God damn it, man. I need something else. Fuck. I need something else to like... The legitimacy is high though, so I can't support regime. They can't take investment rights because they're like, the GDP is too small. God damn it, man. I guess we just have to like hope for the RNG of like their lobby just disappearing. Oh well. So I think I can lower Burma to a puppet here, that way I don't have to like enforce access. And it's gonna spike everyone back up, but yeah, it's like ticking up, bro. Yeah, there's the secession movement. That's fine. Where's my... Why did you I'm in Congo, man. Resigns from the industrialists. Before the election? Wow. I think I'll take the loyalists, actually. And we have analytical philosophy for universities now. So we're going to university and put that to analytical philosophy. Gives us more innovation and qualifications. Well, we're like overcapped actually. Our literacy rate has gone down because of the amount of population that we're accepting. Like you see, as our population is rapidly growing from all the migration, all of the POWs that are coming in our nation are like less literate than the people in our native population. That is kind of the problem with migration. Hopefully the immigrants can like just catch up, I guess. Mass propaganda is spreading now. So that oh, no, why are you damaging relations, man? I'm gonna keep improving. Oh, they broke the treaty! Fuck. Well, there goes my monopoly in the gold mines. Well, as long as no one supports their... We still have a truce, so no one can support their independence for like 3 years. But it still is annoying that we have to deal with this. Okay, it was a mistake to like subjugate them, actually. Okay, there's our election. So we reform government, and we don't have to because this is actually our best legitimacy. Right now it's 44. I need more. How do I get more legitimacy here? I need more so we can get rid of the amendments. Let's see. This doesn't give a... If you lower taxes, it actually gives me enough legitimacy so I can remove nativist labor regulations. And now we have just the full effect of no migration controls. And we don't have the wage penalty on low acceptance POPs, which I think should help with the SOL of the other level 3 acceptance POPs, especially over in Mandalay. And then on top of that, we should get like more migration attraction now, because the nativist labor regulations was like lowering our migration attraction a bit. We need to remove the one for the armed forces? Not really. The armed forces are like very low right now anyway. Yeah, they're at 9.1. They kind of need it. So I think we'll just... We'll keep the political concessions on that for now. This one we can't remove because no one wants to remove it. And then the one for primary schools also... We don't have the intelligentsia in government. So in terms of laws, we still can't pass outlaw dissent. Corporatized unions has a high stall chance, so we're probably not gonna get corporatized unions, but that's fine. I'm fine with right to associate anyway. Just to keep the trade unions powerful. Although they might be a bit too powerful at this point. So, but there's 32% stall because they're neutral. Screw it. Okay, this one... Oh great, no one wants to remove this either. I guess... Yeah, the only laws we're looking for now are outlaw dissent for the additional authorities, so we're not sitting at negative. Maybe corporatized unions, if ever I find the opportunity for it, just to even out the political strength of our interest groups. And then the last thing we want is single party state. And this one, this is so funny to me because like, the trade unions are against it, but if this is enacted, it's actually the trade unions party that stays in power anyway, because our king is part of the trade unions. Okay. I tried to pass this too. Actually, we can get away with the liberals and the radicals are like fine with it, but there's like no chance of this passing. Like no chance of this passing at all, because like the cloud that is supporting it is not big enough. Fuck, man. I guess if I can somehow get the trade unions to be like loyal, somehow, like get them a lot of additional approval to get them to loyal, then maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine to like pass it, but until then, like this is not gonna work. I can put taxes back to normal now. Because we already got rid of the amendment. And we'll see how much more migration we're gonna get now that the whatchamacallit, now that the nativist labor regulations are removed. Hey, nice. We know we don't have any more issues with market access and not enough transportation or energy. We actually managed to fulfill all of our transportation and energy needs now, which is great. Yeah, it's still ticking up to even higher. I think that's also killing my cohesion a bit, slightly, yeah. We're stuck at 90. The troops can handle that, that's fine. English garrison, we need to restation them over here. Hold on. Vologda? Russian uprising? Russian uprising? Oh my god, that's a big Russian uprising. Holy crap. Wait. Hold on. None of them want my support. They have 185 troops. Oh. They have more troops than... What the... Okay, we'll see how this plays out. But if Russia manages to like break free from Scandinavia, that makes things easier for me because I believe, yep, they have Arkhangelsk. Yeah, we want... If the Russians manage to get independence from Scandinavia, we can swoop in and like take Arkhangelsk and the rest of Vologda. And then maybe clean up the rest of the border here, because we have some shared states. The problem is I don't know how... we can't really guarantee that Russia will win this. They're a constitutional empire, that's interesting. But yeah, they're both... Okay, this one's cocky and these guys are confident, so that means... For the AI, they think that they're ahead, but that's probably just because of the army's size. Yeah, we'll have to see how this one plays out. Also, let's check. Nice, we can bring QQ into our block now. That way we can clean up the border. We can clean up the border over here. Our social welfare is back up to maximum, so all of our institutions are now at level 5. Honestly, I could probably do with like not increasing colonial affairs anymore, but it's fine. I'm like too lazy to change it now at this point. We'll just keep it. It's not a problem. When is the expected time that I can subjugate QQ? It doesn't say the actual year. Now, we probably won't be able to subjugate them before the end of the game. The game's probably gonna end first. Put this on auto expand. Put that on auto expand. Alright. You check if all of my states actually have power plants and railways. That was some insane lag there. Okay, all of them have power plants. Do all of them have railways? Yes. Okay. Agriculture. Can't add any more tobacco over here. We have tobacco on all of the others. Those are expanding. Same with the vineyards, they're all auto-expanding. For resources, do we have any other... We have auto-expand on that. I think all of my coal should be... Okay, we still have some areas that don't have coal. So put those on. Fishing, are we capped out on fishing? We have some states that don't have it. Then gold. Put one in Colima. Start getting those up. Iron. Put one in Oran. Here as well. Lead is fine. Logging is almost capped out, I think. Okay, so mobs are good. In that other province, put one here. One in Oran. Oil rigs. My old company went ham on Baku right away before building in our stuff, which is fine, I guess. But I still have like a lot of areas that have oil potential. So put those up. And then rubber. Rubber is like almost maxed out. So that's nice. We have sulfur here. Already started the one in West Sahara for whaling. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then we go over here. Make sure all of those buildings we added are on auto expand. Am I supposed to have this on? I don't know why I put this on auto expand actually. I don't remember why I put the rice farms in Indian Ocean Territory as auto expand. I feel like that might be a mistake. Put the iron mines up, gold mines. The tobacco is already on auto expand, that's fine. Logging, rubber, fishing. Rigs. And cool. So this one just has to like wait until I actually have the power plant there set up. Let's see how much we're paying. We are paying 3 million for welfare payments, and we are making on the right side our budget is in the white, which means we're actually not losing that much money technically. Fuck, it's in the red now. Okay. We are losing actually a lot of money. Okay, fuck. We have to fix that. Let's upgrade all units. How are we gonna get rid of this? I was hoping that we'd be able to actually manage the welfare payments at this point, but I guess the other problem is like because we have like even more migration now compared to earlier. We're just accepting like so many more pops that are all eligible for for welfare. Okay, our infamy is almost down to 0, which means we will be able to annex Benin soon. For just a little bit more. Mexico still hates me. We still have no option to bring their Liberty Desire down. Ah. Bro. Since we're in the red, we shouldn't be adding additional construction sectors. I was about to add more to try and this to move faster, but this national movement. What is they're passive right now. We don't really. Yeah, it's fine. The Maghrebis are drifting back to 78, so that should be fine. We're almost there. We're almost ready to annex Benin. We're at 0.9. I'm gonna wait for like exactly 0, because this is still a lot of infamy. It's 56.2 infamy. So our other subjects are gonna hate us for a while. Hopefully Russia is winning this. Okay, they're 86 to 48, so they are kind of winning. Yeah, they do have more troops, though it's costing them a lot of money. They hate me too, so they're probably not gonna accept my support. 0.3. 0.2. 0.1. No, my humanitarian is gone. Well, so much for that. But I guess we got the most value out of the humanitarian anyway, since we already finally got no migration controls. So it's not a big deal. Let's get more approval from the trade unions. So they're happy now. If I tried to pass single party state, it's still 76. Fuck. Gah. Yeah, maybe I should go for corporatized unions first. Try and get them weaker. Try and get them weaker, and then maybe we can get single party state going. Joining the agrarian party next election. I think if these guys move out of the party, the legitimacy will actually go higher. Try to pass this. That pisses them off. They go to neutral. And here they go to unhappy. So we have to somehow get their approval back up after passing it, I guess. Man, if only their approval was like not capped at 5. You get like 14 approval from them, bro. Like, god damn it. But yeah, we can't really pass anything that can make them happier first. Yeah, I think the play it really is like we have to weaken them first, and then we'll think about yeah, because they're dominating the all the other interest groups. We'll see if this passes, but we have a lot of debate events for this, which is not ideal. It makes everyone else happy, so see how this goes. Okay, infamy is like completely down now, so we're gonna try for this. Benin, it's time to integrate. They will not. Earlier there was an 8% chance that they would accept. Now they just don't want to accept anymore. Fuck. God damn it. That's fine. 56.2 infamy. Here we go. So, how bad is the damage to all of our other subjects? They're taking up 0.25 from infamy. Burma is taking up positive. We're gonna reduce that. 0.01. I don't want to offer knowledge sharing. We get something else. We get something else. Maybe on lobbies, I guess. Just spend more money for it. Carnatic, 0.09. Reduce subject payments. 0.04. You can grant them investment rights, I guess. You can just remove it later. So maybe the game runs long enough. Australia. Australia's a protectorate right now, so it's like not much. I guess if we try to, if we lower them to a puppet, everyone's gonna get pissed. Though that's not gonna work. Kedah. Kedah is unstatic, which is nice. Egypt is ticking down still. Iran 0.18. Oh shit. Reduce that. 0.13. Can offer investment rights to Iran. 0.08. I guess that's fine. We can exempt them from service. .03. Okay, it slowed down. Galicia, ticking down still. Morocco, ticking down. Portugal, ticking down. Texas, ticking down. Ethiopia, ticking down. Brazil, ticking down still. Peru, is fine. Manchuria is fine. Nivik is fine. Brunei is fine. Vodka is fine. Kalima should be fine. They're small. Couldn't. It's fine. Okay. We just have like some of our bigger subjects are like a bit pissed about that. But everyone else is fine. Okay. So we're integrating Benin. Let's just ready these armies. And then I can have this fleet here. And then this fleet here. Have them on blockade. Actually, cavalry is fine there. Actually, we should maybe move the artillery over to the other side. And then I need an army in the north. I'll have the Ethiopian artillery do that. Okay. You can sway Egypt. No! Brunei. That's the other thing too, right? Like, since everyone's gonna be pissed because of my infamy, all my treaties are gonna break. No! Offer embassy? They don't want military assistance either. God damn it. Well, that's unfortunate, but oh well. So we can sway Egypt into this. Now we're not gonna transfer states because we're gonna annex them too, if we can. Japan sides with Benin. Okay. I was hoping they weren't gonna bother with this. They're still gonna side with them, huh? Regime change in Manchuria. So we're gonna have to send troops over to Japan. That's... okay, well... I guess we don't really have to care about the navy of Benin here. Yeah, let's just go over to Japan, actually. Where's the market? Okay, world market access for Japan is over in here, this node. I guess we just blockade that. Put this on raid convoys. Okay, we can actually send this one. Our Manchurian troops should head over there, but we can add more troops over. Add more to support this front, and then we're gonna ready for like a naval invasion once the war starts. We have to naval invade Korea and then also naval invade Japan mainland. Russia won! Okay, I mean, they were like drifting towards winning that, so that's good for me. That means I can attack them now. Is this a whole state? Right, so this is the split state with me. And then where's the rest of their stuff? You have a partial split state with... somehow it's Iran. Wow. Okay, so this is like... interesting. There's like a lot of border war here. I'm not gonna be able to clean all of that up, I think. But we're gonna try and get some of this stuff. We're gonna get this, and we're definitely gonna get Archangels. Like, we have to get that because that's where our other gold mines are. Gotta make sure that they don't nationalize that stuff. We might have to raise another army. Put the artillery there, and then I might need this army over the north. I do have all of the mobilization options enabled. Yes? Yeah, we do. I was kind of hoping that we get tanks in time for this, but we have 6 months. We might end up having the tanks be upgraded mid-war, actually. This is still ticking up. What's really gonna be annoying is if like someone decides to support their independence, then it's gonna be like near impossible to bring their Liberty Desire back down. Australia is ticking up still, but yeah, I'm just gonna hope that my infamy kind of brings this, or my influence brings the infamy down fast enough. Is there anything I want to add? Not really. There's nothing we can really get, nothing else we can really get from Japan, I think. That's not gonna cost infamy. Can humiliate them, I guess, but like realistically, there's nothing really that we want to get from Japan here. Do we need to bring an army? I think we might have to raise another army over in Manchuria. Add more troops here. Send that over. Ended up having to raise like most of my army for this. It's because of the number of troops. Like, how many battalions does Japan have? They have 173. They are number 2 great power right now. Burma is likely to increase autonomy. All of my subjects' attitudes worsened. Oh my god. They're all ticking up. What the? No. My god, they're all ticking up. Bro, why? You were all doing fine earlier. Man. Oh! That gets applied during the actual war. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, everyone's gonna be pissed for a while, I guess. That's just an inevitability. Everyone's just gonna be pissed after I annex them, I guess. And holy crap, that's a lot of... Oh. So that's how much I'm missing, raising all of my armies together. Okay, well... we might have some supply issues. Yeah, sure. Supplies, we design like 10. Burma, fine. We'll raise Burma to protectorate. Okay, people from Iceland are migrating. Russians are migrating. I think we should still be doing fine even with the supply issues. We are just absolutely destroying their convoys, which is great. That means the Japanese army that's over here is also like not very effective. 10% influence, 10% prestige from naval power. Modern battle fleet tactics. We're not getting spread for that, are we? Yeah, we're not really getting spread for that. We're getting spread for mass propaganda, so I don't have to research that anymore. Are we getting anything from production? We're getting flash freezing. After mobile armor, I think we're gonna go for chemical weapons. Start getting gas attack. And then... I think... Yeah, I guess we can just go for modern battlefleet tactics. Yeah, we're absolutely destroying the Japanese convoys over in East China. They didn't send their navy anywhere else. Although I might have to go here. They're gonna start raiding me, I think. I can feel it. They headed to heading to Mozambique Channel. Yeah, so we have to go there. Let's go there and protect our convoys. Make sure our troops are not the ones suffering supply issues. And nice. The automobile shortage kind of sorted itself out, which is great. We lost 478 convoys there. That's not good. Yeah, I should just always leave a fleet here because the AI tends to like keep going for this stuff. Hold on, wait. Do I not have the treaty? I guess I thought I already had a treaty port over in Japan. I guess not. I should have. Well, we didn't really have the infamy for it though, so I couldn't really add that. There's an uprising over there. We'll take the enactment success chance. Somehow, some way, corporatized unions is in drafting now. I don't know how that got. I don't know how that got past the voting. The chances, like, the success chance is not that high. We're gonna have to like naval invade here at some point, I think. Just to deal with that. How are we doing on this battle? Timbuktu front, Timbuktu front. Okay. Have we lost any battles at all? We lost one battle over here. Over on this front. Over on this front, we have not lost. Oh yeah, we lost a few battles, but like for some reason the combat width is like really small there. Okay, more convoys destroyed. And nice, our shortage, our goods shortage just kind of disappeared. The hope is that my subjects are... Okay, nice. My subjects are slowly ticking back down. Thankfully. Well, not all of them. Some of them are. Some of them are still, like, being pissed. But there's our tanks. Tank production. Let's go ahead and upgrade. And... go over to our automotive industries. And now we can start building tanks. Nice. And let's also... Right, we can also upgrade our barracks and conscription centers to... What is this? Mobile warfare tactics? More training rate. And... Oh right, that also unlocks mechanized infantry. So I think our armies should now be... Yep, we're mechanized infantry, heavy tanks, and light tanks. We're gonna have tanks soon. We should also be able to reset this. Nice. There we go. And our navy is absolutely destroying theirs. That's fine. Yeah, all of our subjects are just gonna be pissed, I think. That was a lot of infamy. That just stacks with the freaking... What? How did this fleet... Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, I have to go back there then. This fleet lost? That's crazy. How did they lose that? Wow. Okay. We're just outnumbered. Oh, they have submarines? They have, okay, their main ships are like weaker than ours, or like an older model than ours, but they have submarines. Interesting. We're also gonna have to naval invade this, I think. Actually, we should probably get rid of this one first. But I need available troops. Can I naval invade with this? Just naval invade with that first, just so we can get rid of the problem right away. And like Portugal doesn't get confused. Benin is in default. Put that on auto expand for the iron mines. There's an auto expand. And actually, I need to check the government admins if I can finally remove the ones over in Mandalay, because I know there were some that I couldn't remove. Let's see. Ah! Fuck. I did not mean to remove those. So remove the ones in Mandalay, because we don't need those. Okay. Then everything else is like fine. Can we make peace now? Can I just annex you? We're willing to accept this, but Japan is not. I might have to... We might have to, yeah, we might really have to naval invade Japan after we deal with Benin itself. Japan is navally invading Hormuz. Are you kidding me? What? I'm gonna move to Persia HQ, just so we're ready to deal with that naval invasion. Wow, I did not expect them to try and naval invade Hormuz, man. What the fuck? Why? Okay, over here, we are absolutely dumpstering them. It's not even close. I say that, the attack and defense is actually not bad. Okay, we've annexed Benin. We've annexed Benin, so that's nice. So now we just have to deal with Japan. First fleet is repaired, so we should go for naval invasion now. So how do I get them to peace out? Where's their capital? Kansai? Just naval invade them directly in their capital, I guess. Where's my Zanj artillery? Counter artillery. Naval invade Kansai. And then we have to reset all of these. Okay. Integrate everything. Then back here on this menu, make sure that all of the production methods are the correct ones. There were some like weird ones with setting them to national standard. Yeah, this one removed the airplanes and the tanks for some reason. It makes no goddamn sense. Are we sticking with apple orchards for this? Higher productivity on potatoes. 9.1. 9.1. Yes. We put these on potatoes. Wheat farms. More productive on sugar beets. Rice farms. We have the fig orchards. That's fine. Vineyards on all side already. Ironmans on auto expand. My coffee plantations were not on the right one, apparently, the entire time. I just didn't know. Opium? Benin had opium? In Eastern Mali? There's 47 levels of opium in Eastern Mali? What the fuck? Okay. Put that on. Interesting. And this one goes into our army as well, right? Because we have, one of our mobilization options is, yeah, triage uses opium as well as the, additional supplements of opium. Yes, we are getting our army high on opium. It was a different time back then. So we should probably put these on auto expand. You'd have to check the states that have access to opium. Sugar should be maxed out. Silk plantations. Oh, we apparently did not have all of my production methods sorted out for the plantations. Everything else is fine, I think. Sorry, oil. That oil expand. Govern admin oil expand. All these on oil expand. Okay. And just double checking. Yeah, that's a lot of... Holy crap, that's a lot of states that don't have the, Remember that then. So... Still checking to make sure that none of the others are missed out. I always want to put these only on the incorporated stuff. Okay. I built the Mosque of Jenny. Kind of weird that we're building the Mosque of Jenny when we're still animist. But sure, why not? I can build it. There's like no reason to. Wait, I can build another skyscraper. They didn't build their skyscraper? Okay, well, I mean, sure, I'll build it as well. If you're gonna give me the option to build another skyscraper, I'll take it. Too freaking so silly. Right, also we have that state modifier over here in Senegal, the Cap Vert, which gives us trade capacity, naval base, max level. So this is gonna be where our third navy is gonna be based off of. And also, do we already have, how many? You have 10 levels of trade center here. I'm gonna crank this up to 50. Take advantage of the state trait. And then... let's see. Opium. So Eastern Mali is already actually maxed out. So we can just leave that. Western Mali though, you can put more opium on there. And then we should have this on okay, tobacco. You can put one in the Gold Coast. Sure. Actually, how much arable land is in the Gold Coast right now? Oh, because a lot of it went to dye and sugar in livestock ranches. Oh, that's where my company's been building it. My company's been building it here, of all places, man. Okay. Let's see. So it ate up all the arable land. We could have had like more tobacco plantations there, but unfortunately, it's not gonna work anymore. Let's see. Mali. Any other states we don't have? Okay. Back on the vineyards. Already have all of those. For resources, Timbuktu, Outer Hausaland. Just max out all of those mines. For fishing, sure all of these are maxed out. Benin itself did not have any. For gold, I'm pretty sure we didn't have any gold over here in the north, so that's fine. We have some iron in Sierra Leone. And that's about all that I can add. For lead, that's also all I can add. Logging camps. Oh my god, Benin was like not building up some of these states, bro. There's like so many here that can still hold stuff. What the? Bro. Wait, hold on. Why is your infrastructure in Benin whack as... Bruh. What? They've been mismanaging this. What the hell, dude? Rubber. Needs more in Dahomey, Hausaland, Volta, Senegal, Gold Coast, Sierra Leone, Niger Delta, Grain Coast. Then sulfur is fine. Whaling already has like enough. Okay. Then we go to buildings again. Then we put those on auto expand. I should probably stop the auto expand on furniture for now. Let the market even out, and then actually you should be letting the private sector do that, honestly. Shouldn't be auto expanding that. Only auto expanding the resource ones. Myself. So vineyards is already on auto expand. Auto expand the coal and the iron. And then already auto expanding the opium and the tobacco. Auto expand the government admin. Logging, rubber, fishing wharves, and the oil rigs. Okay, and some of my auto expands in Mandalay I think disappeared, so we're gonna have to go back here. So these are already on auto expand. Yes. Then for this, auto expand. So in Mandalay's case, we're gonna auto expand all of the plantations just because it doesn't actually matter which ones we build here. We're not gonna auto expand the rice farms because that's gonna compete with the plantations. The reason we're auto expanding the plantations is because since we're keeping this an unincorporated state, it only there's a bit of a bonus for plantations since we have colonial exploitation. So we'd rather not build regular farms on that one. Okay, then let's reorganize the army. So this one's naval invading. Bring this back to the Congo. Bring this back down to the south. So it's going to Zanj. So let's go to Ethiopia. And then were there any other units that got lost in the annexation that I have to reorganize their HQs? I don't think so. Oh, the King's Army got like a bunch. So Niger HQ. The Niger HQ is... Oh, we don't have any Niger army yet, actually. Oh. Where's the Congo conscripts? Senegal. And then this army. Let's move these to the new army. Set that as a Niger army for now. Move them to the appropriate HQ. Did any other troops get lost on the integration? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Okay. I think we are good to go. Our economic situation is gonna be like whack as fuck after the annexation. But we'll let that sort itself out after we deal with this war. But yeah, we're still getting way more migration. How much migration attraction do I have now that we removed the nativist thing, by the way? Or is it even? I don't remember where exactly it would be placed. It's not here. I hate how this is not like arranged in alphabetical order or something. I can't find it. Oh, there we go. Mass migration attraction is 50% and 35% migration attraction. Yep, there we go. So if we go to the map mode, yeah, everyone is like migrating to us right now. Okay, there's that secession. Let's rearrange the navy as well. Move that to Senegal HQ. And then move this to Niger. And then so we're naval invading. Oh, my subject's also naval invading them. Okay. This one can send back to over there, I guess. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. Wait. Right, we have the naval invasion that's going on here. Should probably send my ships over to help with that. And then I should be able to, yep, defend this. Do I want more popularity on the moderate of the devout? Not really. But I don't want to lower the approval of the devout either. Well, I'm surprised that passed, but okay, we have corporate-sized unions now, which is great. That should weaken the trade unions over time. So we don't have anything to change here again. We're just waiting for outlaw dissent and single party state. I can't pass single party state right now because we just pissed off the trade union, so this is not gonna work. So we're gonna have to wait for that. Until then, let's see. Yeah, all of my subjects are pissed. All of them are pissed, bro. No! Japan's supporting Mexico's independence now. Fuck. That sucks. No! Oh my god. I was gonna annex like Ethiopia next. This is not gonna work. Oh my god, wait, annexing Benin actually shot our population up. We're actually number 2 now. Holy crap, 246 million. Oh my god, and our GDP did not move that much, but it's like, I guess it doesn't even matter because like our GDP is too high already anyway. I think we inherited like a bunch of radicals from them though. White peace. Yeah, I guess we just accept this because like we didn't add a war goal against Japan, so we can just take the white piece. It's fine. We just wanted to annex Benin, so let's move this here, and then where's my army? I said my army, not my navy. Return this over to Zanj. Then Zanj conscripts and Zanj HQ. Why are you moving back? Should be there. Let's move you over here. And is everyone in their rightful place? Senegal conscripts. Nice. Okay. I think we are organized. For the Navy, we're gonna disband the Niger one when it finally docks. No. They're all breaking my treaties! They're all breaking my treaties and they're all pissed, bro. God damn it. Yeah, we're gonna have to like wait for infamy to tick down, but we're pretty much like, I guess we're done. Like the infamy cost of that basically meant that I have nothing else to do until the end of the game. we're kind of just fucked. I say as like we're the #1 GP by like way more. Like we're insanely massive. How far is China? China is like 2004. Yeah, we have like so much prestige. Japan and China are just trading places right now on the GP list. Ah, wait, no, I think what. Oh. I think my treaty with Japan for the treaty port is just gone. Oh, okay. So if you go to war with someone you have a treaty port with, you just lose the treaty port and they just re-annex it. So you have to get the treaty port again, I think. That's what happens. Okay. I was wondering if like you kept the land or not. We somehow completed that journal entry for the opium. Misery becomes obsessed with opium. The misery culture. Where are the misery culture mostly? Okay, I have a lot of misery people in my own borders though. I don't know if most of them are in Egypt. And then they have some in Arabia. I don't know if it's a good idea to get my my own pops addicted to opium. Seems like a bad idea. We'll get the sure. We'll give them a session of opium. It's so fucked up, dude. And that was so unnecessary. Okay. We now have a shortage of like automobiles. Like a massive one. How am I somehow not the #1 producer of this? How many? Do I not have that many automotive industries? I have like 191. Well, I guess eating into tanks and airplanes kind of reduces the amount of cars I'm producing, but how am I not even on the list? I think what ended up happening is that my private sector just built all of them in India for some reason. They didn't build any in my own country, which is kind of silly. Anyway, have my armies like moved over to the correct places now? Can I reorganize stuff? Why is there like a path here that's like secession in Bengal, city and secession? Yankees are moving over. Okay. So the Niger, there's no modifier here in the Niger for fleet, so I think we're just gonna disband 4th Fleet. Ah, I can't disband them because of the Maghrebs. No, fuck. Well, put it on speed 5 because like 47 with 47 infamy, I can't really do anything. So we're just gonna wait. We're just wait it out on speed 5 and just get to the end of the game, I guess. Just suck up all the pops in the world. Can we maybe get to like 300 million? Or we're probably not gonna get to 300 million by the end of the game. Maybe. We're at 248 right now. We can definitely get to 250. I don't know if we can get 300. We're now up to 1.63 billion GDP, which is great. Our GDP per capita is 6.54. Which is pretty nice. We have flash freezing now. Let's go ahead and change that on our fishing and whaling, so that we can get some more demand for transportation and electricity. To kind of encourage the auto expands on those two building types. So we still have to answer the shortages over in the lands that we just annexed. There's a lot of people with there's a lot of people with standard of living problems still, somehow. Yeah, I'm hoping this just fizzles out at some point. Actually, who is supporting separatism for the Maghrebis? The Arabs? I guess it's the Arabs. Okay, we'll take this option. Allow them to air their concerns. It's fine. Oh, Hungary Dash brought down the insignificant power. Holy crap. And we're getting more national movements, even though we have multiculturalism. Okay, everyone is starting to tick back down. Well, I say everyone. Some of them are starting to tick back down. If Japan just starts supporting the independence of all of my subjects, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, even though it doesn't really matter at this point, since the game's about to end, it's still kind of annoying. What is this? Nivik Radical Revolt. Okay. We can help them put that down, I guess. Oh, we have to naval invade. Ugh. We have to naval invade that. Do you even have a claim on this? I mean, maybe I should have taken this from... but we don't have infamy for it. Mass propaganda. To get 10% more authority, force criticism strength. We've unlocked the fascist party. What's this? Armed forces get +2. Intelligentsia gets -2 approval. I think we'll take the other option. I'd rather have the intelligentsia get back up. So we have a fascist journal entry now. This is fascist politicians are currently not in government. Crit? Did I just instantly finish? Figuring it just instantly finished, bro. I was still reading it. What was I gonna do? There was something else I was gonna check. I forgot what I was gonna check. God damn it. Well, whatever. 75% interest group political strength in the petite bourgeoisie. 5 interest group approval. Lower strata becomes more radical. That's insane because we have a massive lower strata. You don't want that. Oh my god, they just flipped fashion. Wait. They just flip. Their leader just flipped fascist. Oh shit. Okay. So what is the fascists actually? Okay, so with the fascists we actually get single party state. The problem is they're gonna split out. I'm not gonna be able to keep the Social Democratic Party. Although my heir is. Oh, we're not actually gonna get to our heir because it's 1934. Yeah, our heir needs to be 18 in order for me to advocate and get the petite bourgeoisie. Yes, for my ruler. Yeah, so we never actually got single party state. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the 2 laws I want are actually with the fascists, but like, we don't want the fascists to be from the petite bourgeoisie. Oh well. I have a feeling if I choose this option, that will actually get rid of my ruler. And actually get rid of the monarchy, possibly. So we're just not gonna take that option. I'll have to check next time. But like, I don't want to go like... I want to keep the monarchy, but I want it to be like the King's Party kind of thing. I don't want to go like full fascist. Yeah. Take this option here. Have the naval invade for this rebellion. Secession and then... Okay. Delhi is getting a lot of secessions. Delhi is like all broken up now. Do I have village? Oh great, one of my generals is an opium addict now. Bruh. Green Commander, Vicious of the Green Commander. Take this guy. Look for rapid advance. Take that other option. Actually, we'll even be able to finish the... I don't know if we'll finish the Mosque of Jenne before the end of the game. We might not. 1,000 weeks doesn't seem like enough for like 2 years. I don't know the exact map on that. The skyscraper I think we can finish. God, I love hearing that sound. Okay, we're about to get gas attack. Let's get flamethrowers as well. Really, up the work times. Geneva conventions don't exist yet. Probably won't in this timeline. Oh my god, we have like so many national movements, what the hell? There's chemical weapons. So now we can add gas attack on our mobilization options. We're not gonna need it though, because I can't really go to war with. But anyway, I don't like high infamy gameplay. Algerian uprising. Okay. Well, that took all of the northern Morocco. That's a problem. I don't want to lose any more authority, honestly, so we can just let these rise up. How many troops do you have? There's, I guess we can send these guys over. I think we'll take the loyalist option. We can afford the bureaucracy, so yeah, we're just gonna keep getting more of these national movements over the course of the game. Agrarian Party, Fascist Party, Liberal Party, okay. Nice, we have 100 legitimacy. I don't know what to do with it though. Oh, the radical movement will not like this. Liberal Party, Fascist Party, Agrarian Party, Social Democrats. I'll just keep voting for the Social Democrats, honestly. Because we have like 100 legitimacy with them. So another uprising. That's fine. For that one, let's send the other army here. I don't want to boost the radical movement, actually. We have too many people in the radical movement already. We just keep getting more and more migration. 20 fascist power militaries. Just realized we have like so many parties actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 parties. What the fuck? I like how we can lower the momentum of the fascist party, but they're gonna be happy about it. Like, what the fuck? Makes no sense. I think we actually got most of our interest groups happy now. Somehow. Oh my god. Annexing Benin this late in the game is really just like getting so many freaking movements. Like, what the... I really should have like... Well, the thing is I didn't really know, but this is definitely like a lesson for next time. If we have like subjects that we need to annex at some point, they have to make sure they're small so we can annex them sooner. So we're not dealing with all of this late game. I don't really want them to be more radical. I think that ruins the fascist party. Yeah, I became a reformer. Is this the guy who's... Yeah, he's the opium addict. Sure. We'll fire him. We need to get a new general. Ooh, defensive strategist. Take that. Out of defense to the villages of the other guy. There are so many of these movements in that land that I just annexed, man. Oh, there we go. War crimes. This guy gets war criminal now. War criminal gets 10% kill rate. Is it this guy? Or is it the other guy? It might be the other guy, actually. Yeah, there we go. War criminal, 10% kill rate. Oh, Morocco finally started colonizing. Okay. There's our election. I like how we can get these guys in. Okay, we definitely don't want the royal folk, so we'll try and get these guys in. We're gonna have the fascists and the social democrats together in the same freaking Government? It's so stupid. Oh, but but with them in, I can finally attempt. We should probably go for Outlaw Descent first, but we go for Outlaw Descent first, but then that pisses off these guys, which means it's gonna be more likely that trying to go for single party state is just gonna get us to it's gonna get us to a revolution. The problem though with going single party state first is we probably won't be able to get Outlaw Descent anymore by that point. So it is kind of risky. But also we have like 1 year left in the game, so it doesn't even matter. We're not gonna get... Okay, I'm gonna go for single party state then. If the game's gonna end already anyway, I might as well just go for this. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, we have like so many uprisings! How many uprisings can you get, bro? Well, at least all of these uprisings are like very small, so we're just keeping the country together despite this. Okay, let's get you to the other front now. Wait, how come these guys are not occupied? What? Why is this at 99%? What the... What? That is so weird. We're not gonna give them independence, but we can reduce the activism. I don't really want to lower their approval any more than it already is, so... Did that just ruin the front, I think. Wow, this uprising has like so many troops actually. Russian Socialist Revolt. Okay, don't tell me this Russia's gonna form the Soviet Union in like 1935. But also, the game's about to end. As soon as it ticks over to January 1, 1936, it's over. No, not a strike. God. Oh my god, the border is all fucked up. No, dude. The front's all screwed up now. Holy shit. The hell? Well, we're ending the game with like a bunch of uprisings over in our annexed territory, which kind of sucks, but again, there's like, we've reached the point where like there's nothing else we really need to do. There were some things I wish I could have done, but it's a bit too late to do that now. Like, we didn't actually get our complete goal of like controlling every single gold mine on the planet. But we controlled most of it. So, here we go. End of the game. We are the #1 great power, and it's not even close. We have 13,980 prestige, and the next one after us is like in the 2000s, which is China and Japan. They're like just trading places. Our GDP, so all of those revolts kind of dipped our GDP a bit, but our GDP was 1.7 billion at its peak, which is great. Our standard of living is 27.1. Honestly, it's a bit too high, but I guess that's what happens when you have workers' protections and welfare payments to the max. We actually reached a point where we couldn't really afford it, but it was already at the end of the game, so it doesn't matter. Our population, again, kind of took a dip because of the secession movements, but as soon as we had like no migration controls, it really spiked, and we actually reached 253 million at our peak. Obviously we have a lot of laborers, and somehow we have 3% French as our third largest population. I don't know how that happened. Well, actually no, I do know how that happened. We have this weird modifier for like French acceptance. I don't know where it came from, but we had that from the start of the game. We just get like additional French migration because of that, because they're like highly accepted in our nation. And yeah, we pretty much stayed as the only animist power in the world. I think we can, as an observer, we can see the state of the world now. So we control almost so we control pretty much half the planet. I wasn't able to clean the borders as well because I didn't expect annexing Benin would cost us like 50 infamy. That was a lot of infamy. I was hoping it was like 25 or something, but no, 50 infamy is just a lot. And we were doing like a low infamy game, so that kind of hurt us in the end. But it's fine. I wish I could have done like a cleaner game, but definitely lesson learned. Don't have subjects that are that big if you plan to annex them. Like, if I was not planning to annex them in the first place, they would have been fine keep staying that size, but they were just too big to annex. we kind of ended up deciding kind of late into the playthrough to like unify Africa, because like that was not my main goal. My main goal was always like just get all the gold mines on the planet, and we sort of succeeded in that. So if you look at the first of all, if you look at gold producers, we're the #1 producer worldwide, producing 3.62 thousand units of gold. And on the top 10 list, Brazil, Peru, Iran, Australia, Brunei, Manchuria, Mexico, and Texas are all my subjects. So on this list, the only one who isn't our subject is America. So we kind of functionally monopolize the world's gold supply, which is a partial success, I guess, for our main goal. The main issue is like some of the places that produced the gold. Some of the places that produced the gold is just like out of reach for us, and also because we're the only ones who's like really pushing hard on tech and like discovery chance. A lot of these areas where there's high potential for gold, the gold hasn't been discovered yet. So the gold fields themselves just don't exist. Like Arkhangelsk has like 350 potential production, but because it's the Scandinavians and like the Russians that had held on this for like so long, they never discovered all 350 of these. In our case, actually, even in our case, we haven't discovered all of our gold mines either, which is kind of interesting. I was like, I guess, I don't know if potential base production is the actual number of levels that's present there, or it's like something else, but huh. We gotta like figure out the math on that actually, because maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. I'm not sure if potential base production equates to the number of levels or the actual like production output of the gold mine. So maybe we have discovered all of the gold mines here. I don't know. But either way, yeah, I have control over most of this. So yeah, goal partially achieved, I guess. Other than that, I was trying to do something funny with the government by having like a single party state, but a monarchy to just max out on authority. Because we've been sitting on like negative authority for so long because of me putting charters on all of our companies. I wasn't even actually able to use some of the charters that I wanted to use with the gold company, because I was planning to have like this area over here that's like colonized. We colonized this directly, but ideally I should have given this the gold company as a I should have given this to the gold company as a what do you call it, as a colonial charter, because they would actually colonize this much faster, and they would own the gold mines directly, as like they would own the country that owns the gold mines, rather than having me control it as like an unincorporated state. You'd actually get more production out of it. But because we were like so tight on authority, couldn't really do that. I had to like do some weird tricks with like boosting my authority temporarily just to get all of these charters up on that company. Which is whack as fuck. So maybe next time I actually might not go for companies 3 on the power block principle, because like even if I did get like the additional company slot, like I don't have the authority to really maximize that. We'll see, I guess. It kind of depends on like the next half campaign and all of the other future campaigns. If like I decide this is gonna be a run where I might want companies 3. That was another thing with the power block principles. I kind of realized like you really want to be like swapping around these, which we kind of did like towards the later game. But that's another reason why I would probably not stick with companies 3 right away, is you want like the 3 slots to be flexible. Just keep swapping until you reach a point where maybe in the late game you don't need to swap around so much anymore. You can just lock in one of the slots for company 3 maybe, or something else. Because there are some other things here that are not necessarily optimal, but like they're fun for LARP, for the kind of LARP runs that I'm after. So there's that. I'm kind of happy with the economy laws, though. At least we were able to like set this all up fairly early, or like a fairly reasonable time. So our economy was like doing fine. After after doing that, the debt exploit thing to raise the debt limit whenever we default, we did reach a point where like we didn't have to do that anymore. So hopefully in the next run I don't have to do that at all. But we will see. Multiculturalism we got very late, and then we got the humanitarians in government like after we got multiculturalism. This is like whack as fuck. And actually no migration controls. Yeah, this is definitely like another lesson learned. I really should not do National Guard early in the game. I like doing National Guard for these modifiers over here for the harvest condition impacts, reductions, and also the additional conscription rate, but the political strength boost to the vtuber kind of ruined their politics for a bit. That kind of made it much harder for me to get no migration controls. Like, I could get this much earlier, technically. But I just made the vtuber too powerful because of National Guard. So, next time, maybe we go for Secret Police early in the game. So we can, like, actually manipulate our politics much better, and we actually get the laws that we want much earlier. So we're not in the situation where, like, I was forced to freaking put creative legislature just to try and pass multiculturalism and no migration control. Like, that should not happen. Oh, man. Yeah, also our power block is massive. Like I said, we control half the planet. I like Sovereign Empire is actually so fun. Just subjugating a bunch of nations for free, and then just like getting into a position where you could annex like an entire continent. Yeah, like controlling half the planet is definitely like this was not like a goal, or like this was not something I planned. It just kind of happened. We just ended up controlling half the planet, which is pretty funny. Economy wise, yeah, our welfare payments are actually the ones that's like eating most of our costs here. There is a visual bug where like if you leave the game, it doesn't show up here anymore. So it actually doesn't say to us how much we're paying in welfare payments. Like it's a 0. That's a lie. The game it needs like a month tick or something to like refresh that so it can show you. But I think the last we checked it was like 3 million. So obviously if like we were getting our pops to be ineligible for welfare payments by actually having them get proper wages and like properly employed with like decent wages, then they would not be, or it would not be eating into our expenses that high. That said, I am cranking government wages and military wages really high. I could probably drop this down, but I wanted to keep this up just for the approval on the interest groups and also the authority. I think there was a point where our dividends taxes were actually equal to our income taxes. But right now our income taxes kind of overtook dividends at this point, which is like fine. But yeah, like getting those companies, actually going back to the companies, how much are our companies earning at the end of the game? So wow, okay, hold on. Some of it that doesn't seem right. Why am I losing to the All Ocean Tea Company? What? I don't think that's correct. Why are my companies not on the list? Excuse me? Oh, it's another visual bug. It went to 0 so we can't see the freaking... No! I'm pretty sure our companies, all of our companies should be like in this bracket. But for some reason there's a visual bug. See, their profit is 0. What the fuck? Why? Okay, well we can't check that anymore, unfortunately. World market. There was actually a big part of the game where we were not even on the top 3 on importers, but we were like massive on the exporters. But somehow the Chinese are beating us. That's... yeah, some of our values got screwed up, I think, on the end game. That's not supposed to be how this looks. Like, we were more than 50% of the exporters. Okay, we're getting... I guess there's like a lot of value check bugs, I guess, whenever you end the game. Hopefully that's fixed when I update the game, because I am playing on the I'm playing on the patch before the Great Wave, just because the DLC and the update came out like soon after I just did the conversion after I finished the EU4 portion of the game, so it was a bit awkward to like try and update to the Great Wave to play this. Also, at the time, I'm pretty sure the converter was not updated to the Great Wave yet, so between the choice of like waiting until the converter was stable for the Great Wave patch and just playing the game on the previous patch, I just chose playing the game on the previous patch just so I could keep the playthrough going. But definitely the next half campaign we're playing on the Great Wave patch, so we're gonna have access to the new Navy mechanics, which I was like really excited to try out, honestly. So yeah, the next half campaign, we're gonna have the new Navy mechanics as well. That's gonna be fun to play around with. So for countries, you can see Japan and China are the number 2, number 3. And yeah, like I said, they're nowhere near us. And I think because of my prestige being this high, it also means that Great Britain's probably never catching back up to great power. They're like stuck at major power. And I think before I annexed Benin should have been number 4. Or number 5, actually. Carnatic has overtaken them. So that might mean actually that, yeah, their prestige is high enough. I think Carnatic, like Benin, would also be eligible to be a great power if they were not my subject, which is kind of funny. But yeah. Also, this is the half campaign where I have the journal entry for losing recognition, so the recognition status is a bit more dynamic here on that game compared to normal victory. And out of how many countries? Out of the 106 countries remaining on the map, I think we had like more. We had like around I don't remember the exact number, but we had like more countries, slightly more countries than 106. But out of the 106 countries that exist on the map right now, 49 of them, or I guess 50, I guess this doesn't count myself. So 50 of them managed to actually get recognized and are not dropping out of recognition. Which is great, I guess. Very interesting. I'll have to like double check on the journal entry to see the requirements that they have to keep. I might have to do some adjustments, but overall I think the dynamic recognition status is like working fine, with nations like being able to drop out recognition status made it like a bit easier to expand into smaller states. Didn't really help clean up the borders that much because like we do have like this stuff. Like what the fuck happened here? Like why is everyone like scattered over here? Well, obviously this one is like just Russia beating the hell out of Scandinavia to like pop out, but they never really got around to much. Like the Soviet Union is kind of late here. They actually got, I think they only formed like last year, right? So, and they're bankrupt. They're bankrupt. Okay. Well, so much for the Soviet Union. I was gonna attack them, but we didn't really have much time, and also I didn't have infamy to attack them to like clean up this stuff here and also take Archanglas. But oh well. In terms of technology, we managed to clear out all the society techs, which is nice. But the military, we did not get flamethrowers, unfortunately. But we did get gas attack, and we got tanks. Although we got tanks, but I think my entire army is like not updating to tanks entirely. I think some of them are still on. Yeah, a lot of my armies are still on cav and artillery, even though I already had them to upgrade on tanks. I don't know if maybe the supply of tanks in the the market is like not high enough or something. But no, we should have like a high demand for this. No? Yeah, we're actually able to match the orders. I mean, there's a negative 91, but I guess it's just really slow to update. Or maybe we need to maybe we should have upped the production. I guess that was another thing too, is like, for some reason, I think my private sector just dumped all of the automotive industries in Carnatic instead of in our country. Because we are like, okay, we're the #1 producer of tanks and airplanes, but for the actual automotive, or for the actual cars, I think the oh wait, hold on. This one produced 30 minus 10. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. So that's why. So we're not producing cars at all. If we produce airplanes and tanks on the automotive industries, it just cancels out all of the car production entirely. So you need mass production. Oh, okay. So I'm actually not producing any cars at all. So that's why there's so many automotive industries in Carnatic, because they don't have access to tanks. So all of their automotive industries are actually the ones producing the cars in our entire market. Okay, I see. So I need compression engine if I'm gonna go for tanks, so that I can still keep producing cars. Oh. Okay. Good to know, I guess. I don't know. This is the first time I actually reached tank tech, so I didn't know. I didn't know that if you did that on the first production method on automotive industry, you just end up not producing any cars at all. Whoops. My bad. Anyway, to go to our acceptance, of course with multiculturalism, we have pretty decent acceptance. I think our lowest acceptance is like 40. Yeah. So that means all of these pops are gonna end up, so we have like 4 plus 37, so we have like 41 or 42 million pops that start out in level 1 and level 2, but eventually will drift toward level 3 at the most. Or, yeah, at least. And then depending on their religion, they'll get up to like higher acceptance. We do have freedom of conscience just to allow for conversion, so that if they end up they do end up getting to level 3, they can choose to convert and get higher acceptance that way. At least that gets them up to second-class citizens, so they don't have the penalties, wages. Although I don't really know how many people converted over the course of the game to our religion. We do have 162 million on Animist. A lot of the new immigrants are from the Catholics and the Muslims, and the Protestants as well. We actually have I'm guessing we also have some atheists from the Austrians, because the Austria is an atheist right now. But yeah, our SOL is like... Our SOL is actually too high. That's part of the reason why our pop growth is like a bit slow. At some point when you have like high enough SOL, the birth rate actually goes down, so... We might have boosted their SOL a bit too high. So, it's something to think about maybe on the next run, we'll see. But, yeah. That is our Butua Half-Campaign. Ended up just speed 5ing because, like, basically got locked out of doing anything else because we're infamy. I was gonna try and annex the rest of this stuff so we can have clean borders in Africa, but Benin, it took so long for me to get Benin loyal. Took the entire run pretty much. But yeah. Definitely a few things that I should keep in mind for the next half campaign, which, speaking of, so I am testing, I made like my own custom mod for colonization to try and slow down colonization speed in EU4. So we're gonna add that into the playsets where we're gonna have like 4 mods running on EU4 for the next half campaign. And I already have an idea of where I want to play. I'm just gonna do some tests. One to check if my modding works, my custom modding works, but also to see how well I can do the nation that we're gonna play. So in our previous half campaign we played over in the Philippines, we played Matias, and this one obviously we played Butua. We start over in South Africa. For our next half campaign, we're gonna be playing in the Americas. It's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a surprise which nation in America we're gonna be playing as, but we are playing in America, which means we're gonna be playing a native. And yeah, it's gonna have to be. You're just gonna have to stay tuned. Like, watch the next, watch the next half campaign to see what we're gonna be going up to. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for today. The next for the next stream. So, as we finish this, I'm gonna try and finish Alchemist of Ars Magna on Thursday. I guess I should just keep the slots fixed for now. I'm not gonna do some weird adjustments. So on Tuesday, we'll be back in Kingdoms of Amalur to continue the No Crafted Equipment Challenge run, and then on Thursday, I'll try and finish Alchemist of Ars Magna then. We're just gonna go overtime. I'm gonna hope that we get like a large chunk of progress when we do that, when we do the next like story mission. We also do have that, I think it's that event for Arya. I'm pretty sure it said like confirm Arya's route, which means like we're probably locked in on Arya already. And then next Saturday, we'll be starting the next half campaign. So we're going back to EU4. And yeah, we're gonna play the next nation. We're gonna go in the half campaign on. Hopefully it does better. Hopefully the run is like smoother compared to what happened here. And to be fair, this run was like fine, but there were just like some things that I wanted to do that I wasn't able to do. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks to Steel and Seabold and Yang Shenchuang for dropping by. For everyone else, wherever you're watching from, whether it's live or the VOD, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, have a good day and night. Take care, and I'll see you on Tuesday for some Kingdoms of Amalur.